Hey, welcome back everyone. I am Matt Larson, and there's this video that's been going around now today. It was with Neil Cavuto and Gary Johnson. They did just a quick phone interview, and basically Cavuto is saying that Gary Johnson will not be allowed to debate because he's not reaching the 15%. Gary Johnson's still fighting to get into the debates, but until he reaches 15% in at least 5 polls nationwide, he will not be included in the debates. And now the near debate is coming up. I believe the first debate is on October 3rd. So if he can't get into those 5 polls and actually get 15%, I don't see it being very good chances for Gary Johnson to actually be included in any future debates. The reason why I say that is because the people are going to be watching those debates right there, and they're kind of, unless both of them do completely horrible in the debates, they're not going to be looking for another name. Now, being neither of these people are really going to challenge each other too hard, when I say that, Obama and Romney, they can't really challenge each other very hard because their records are so similar. So I don't think that the people are really going to wake up to anything because there's not going to be anything out of the ordinary going on. It's going to be one person patting themselves on the back, the other one patting the other person on the back, and it's just going to be going back and forth. There's no real punches going to be thrown during the debates. I mean, it's going to be a very clean, boring debate, and that's what they want because they don't want to actually show you that you do have another choice and that there are differences out there and there are other options for who you can vote for. So I believe unless Gary Johnson somehow gets included in these polls in the next few, well, potentially a week and a half, right around there, Gary Johnson, I don't believe, will be included in the polls. But there's one other crucial thing that we can do this year around. If you are going to vote for Gary Johnson, or you were going to vote for Ron Paul, now you're switching over to Gary Johnson, make sure you get to the polls November 6th, even if he's not included in the debates and there's no chance that Gary Johnson's going to win. The reason why you have to go and vote for Gary Johnson, if you are going to vote for him in the first place, but then you get discouraged because he's not in the debates and you don't think he can win, vote for him because if the Libertarian Party gets 5% in the poll, they will get millions of dollars from the government for funding for campaigning. I believe it's either, don't quote me, but I believe it's $85 or $95 million that they will get, which is huge because they'll get matching donations, and that will kind of even the playing field a little bit more. So it's definitely something that you need to look into and making sure that you do go and vote if you are planning on voting in the first place for Gary Johnson or a Ron Paul, but you switched over to Johnson. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but if you were going to go and vote for Gary Johnson and you got discouraged, don't get discouraged. Go do it. Further the party for next time. I want to know what you guys think, though. What do you think is going to be most important? Setting up the Libertarian Party for 2016 or getting Gary Johnson into the debate this year? Let me know in a text or video response down below. If you're new to my videos, I ask that you please click the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the current political news. As always, I'm Matt Larson. Go Ron Paul. Peace.